Hello, all of you beautiful people. Welcome back to Radio Station 92. I'm your host, David. And today we're going to talk about Mikayla Campion. And here's the deal, guys. This is not a happy story, but it is. If it's something you don't know about, then I'm going to inform you on it. So just stay tuned. So the story has been sitting with me all day, and I've kind of been trying to figure out what I want to talk about. And now that I'm starting down this road of social media and trying to get into this radio podcast, true crime is kind of an important thing, and there's a lot of things that people don't know about, and there's a lot of people out there that need support, that need to know that we are on their side, their voices heard, etc. So that's why I'm going to be spreading this today. So it's not strange. It's not just strange, it's kind of unnerving as well, this story. So if you're someone who follows true crime or influencer culture, you've probably kind of already heard about this, maybe. But in case you haven't, let's talk about it today. So Mikayla Campion, 29 years old, full-time content creator based out of Santa Cruz, has tons of followers, fitness, wellness, daily routine, usual mix. But what wasn't usual was what happened last week, if you have not heard. She was last seen leaving a collaboration shoot just outside of Monterey. There was a small group of creators, all known to each other, like they just met up and decided to make this big collaboration, which is fantastic. Normal shooting day, right? Nothing dramatic, reported by anybody to police, etc. But this is kind of where it's going to get a little weird. She ended up never making it home that day. So her phone stopped pinging just about 32 minutes after she had left the shoot. And when police actually tracked the traffic cams, her car was seen turning off of the highway in the opposite direction of her home. So we're not really talking about someone with a history of vanishing, right? I mean, she's out there, she's known, she's got family, friends, etc. Like, she just wouldn't go away. So this was a person with a packed schedule, brand deals, a team behind her. I mean, you don't just walk off the grid, right? Unless you're making it some kind of content for your actual channel. So even more unsettling, if you look at this reports online, her car was found 3 days later, parked, locked, and inside a random garage structure near big sewer. So her keys were found inside. Her purse was actually still in the front seat. Her phone was missing. No signs of a struggle in the car. Nothing cut, nothing like ransacked. You know how you would know if you've had something ransacked. Everything is in its place. Open the doors, throw it everywhere. So there was no sign of a struggle. But there were also no signs that she left the car on her own. And that was a statement that was made that I'm kind of not sure how to explain that. No signs that she left the car on her own. So there was a struggle. That's kind of what got me. So it's either on your own, not on your own, not a struggle. Just two statements that kind of clash, but I'll move on. So now you would think this would have already made like a national story, right? But the digital trail is what makes it explode, so to speak. So because Mikayla's final video was uploaded after she disappeared, it's a 45-second clip. Her voice is off camera. It's just a view of her backyard. There's a wind chime, bird sunlight. It's very peaceful. And here's the kicker. Her family says it's not her scheduled post. And if somebody that's on par posting at the same time all the time, from an investigator perspective, I would kind of think that was made to make it look like she was doing something normal outside. But if it's not her norm, then it's obviously could have been staged. Is kind of where I'm getting at with that. But I don't want to speculate. So they say that she didn't have anything cute for that day. Her assistant confirms the video wasn't in her draft folder before it went missing. And that's the thing about content creation. When you get to that point where there's a lot going on, you need help. You're going to build a team, and they're going to know when your schedule for posting is. And the team and her parents are saying that just wasn't part of it. So that's creepy and very unnerving. I would believe it. So the question you got to ask is who posted it, right? So obviously the authorities are calling it suspicious activity. I'd call it chilling. But someone had access to her account somehow, whether that was through her phone, etc. So someone who wanted it to seem, and this is just my speculation at this point, but it kind of sounds like someone wanted it to seem like nothing was wrong when there actually could have been something wrong. And look, I mean, I know we're all seeing stories online every day, disappearances, conflicting reports, all that kind of stuff. We're seeing it out there. Problems, happy, all that. But this one's a little different, right? Because it's real. and it's playing out in front of all of us, especially those that were following her on her account. So there is speculation, right? Some people think that it was a premeditated event, like they knew that she was going there, so they tracked her down, etc. Others think that she may have discovered something she wasn't supposed to while on the way there. And I'm not the biggest fan of jumping to conclusions, but something's just not adding up, and that's just my opinion. Hopefully it's yours too. Excuse me. If you've been following the case, you kind of know what I mean, right? So there's more under the surface, and the people that she was with, the posts that got deleted, the neighbor who says that they saw headlights in her driveway at 2:13 a.m. I mean, there's a lot, right? And it's not that it's just an internet mystery. I mean, it's someone's life. I know we kind of see them, their influences, they're online, all that kind of stuff, but they're real people too, right? They have a family, they have friends, and the family's waiting for answers. And a lot of her friends are waiting for answers, her followers are waiting for answers, and the digital community doing what they do best is asking questions. And sometimes those people make the best investigators. And right now, silence is the only thing that we're getting back in return, which is not something that we're happy with. So overall, what do you think? Glitch in the system? Something was staged? Publicity? She's actually missing? I mean, I like to consider it a missing person until I know for a fact it's not. Okay? And that's just me. I mean, some people are like, well, we just don't know. Well, she's not here. So treat it as a missing person until we have a reason to believe it's not. Right? Is there someone out there playing games with the public? Is it? And the last thing that I want to say is it some kind of social media stunt on her behalf? Because I don't necessarily think that that's something that should be at the forefront of everybody's mind. There have been plenty of cases over time where the police have said, oh, this is just a staged event. And then it ended up coming back and they weren't. And it was actually really serious. So I know there's going to be people out there that think that. So try to put that at the back of your mind until there's actual proof and evidence to show that that's what that was. So I'm going to keep following this. My channel's still growing, so please come follow, like, and subscribe. Be a part of this with me. And if there's any news information that drops, obviously, you'll hear it here first. Thank you for paying attention to Radio Station 92. I'm fumbling over my words. I need to get some caffeine in my system today. So thank you for tuning in. This is David, Radio Station 92, and I'll see you on the next broadcast.